I går der talte jeg om det der med Nick 30, og nu har ham der Artis lavet en response video, så jeg tænkte bare, at jeg laver en ny en, eller så her kommer en par 2. Så der er ikke lige så mange ting at tale om, som der var i part 1, på grund af, der så jeg lige forklare det hele. Jeg kan lige forklare det hurtigt. Det der skete, det var, at ham der Archie, han havde sagt, at Nick 30 og scamme ham, og så havde Nick 30 så lavet en response video, og så lavede jeg en video om det. Men nu har ham der Archie så svaret tilbage, og jeg spiller bare videoen, og så taler jeg om det. Ja.
Times that this is my last response, but I feel like I have to make this video to clear my name, and I have some issues I want to address with his video.
This one individual has made 2 videos already.
Firstly, I'd like to address Nick saying I've made 2 videos already as if I was milking the situation. Some of you coming from Nick's video may not know he has already addressed this situation on stream in a 16-minute rant, but we will get to that part later. He also doesn't address the video where I called him a liar, but says it at the start.
Enters my name and calls me a scammer and liar.
Secondly, I do agree with Nick that the title and thumbnail of that video could have been better and do come off as a bit exaggerated. I will take account.
Og så ham der Archie siger, at titlen var sgu lidt over the top. Look at me. Jeg vil godt at visning-agtigt. Ja, og før vi lige viser resten af videoen, det er helt vildt at tænke på, hvor mange der sådan skifter side. Det gør jeg først var på ham der Artis, og så var på Nick 30 side, og nu er jeg på hans side igen. Og ja.
Accountability for that, and I have multiple times. I do think it's unfair to say he scams his viewers, and that's why I changed the title. Because when it comes to me, I feel that I was scammed. Yes, it might not be the exact textbook definition of a scam, but he told me he would do it if I told him what challenge.
So if you have a challenge, you let me know. I will gladly say it so you can use it for your video, if that's what you'd like.
He then may have missed the second donation, as he says in his video, but he saw the third where I gave him 2 challenges that he said he would say. So to put this into perspective, if someone on the street is playing an instrument and you give them some money asking them to play a certain song, they do not have to play that song for you. But when they agree to do it, if you give them more money telling them what song to play, then they should do it. Otherwise, you would say they scammed you. Just because it's not some crazy crypto scam doesn't mean it's not disingenuous from Nick. I also did not make these videos with a false narrative, nor did I do it for views or money. This especially goes for the second video where I could have waited for monetization and made loads of money on it. But I just wanted to get my voice out there and say this was never about the money.
Og den siger nu, det var, at det var aldrig om pengene, på grund af, at han kunne have ventet lidt nogle dage eller sådan noget, eller lidt tid til at have fået lidt flere subscribers, så kunne han have lagt 2 op, og så havde han måske tjent $10,000. Men det er ikke det, han vil bare godt have det sådan, så folk kan vide, hvad han Nick 30 har gjort med ham.
At no point whatsoever did Arch reach out via Twitter, email, any social media platform, or through another donation saying that he would like a refund, because everyone knows I would refund that donation within a heartbeat. I know it's not about the money. Otherwise, you would have asked for a refund, you take down the videos, but I know you're not going to. And I'm not one to censor anything.
Now, in all honesty, if I knew this, I would have gotten a refund and taken down the video. But I had no idea this was possible.
Det han nu er jo også rigtigt. Altså, det er jo ikke lige fordi, at han havde tænkt, at han kunne få en refund på Nick's 30 stream, bare på grund af, at han donerede 15 kroner. Eller nej, $15. Og spurgte om en challenge. Så er det sådan lidt sådan, hvorfor donerer du så, hvis du alligevel bare vil have refund for det? Men hvis han godt med vidste, at han bare kunne det jo, så havde han jo gjort det.
He assumed it would be possible for people who maybe donate $500 instead of 50, or kids who have stolen their mum's credit cards. I also don't think Nick originally thought this himself either, as in his 16-minute rant, he never talks about it once. It just feels like he's trying to twist the narrative that he's this nice guy that would have refunded straight away, but he never stated that once until now. And the video was about the money. $15 is a lot to some people, it's a good chunk of change. In the UK, you can get 2 kebabs for that. If I got refunded, I would have just deleted the video and moved on. I also feel like if you ban someone from donating, you should refund them, especially when you didn't do what you said you would do. This just feels like more of a PR stunt rather than his actual opinion.
I gotta focus on the positive. I want to spread good vibes. I don't want to focus on the negative 24/7. Yeah, there are moments where I might not be 100% positive, but I try my absolute best. And I've learned throughout the years, the more you're positive, the more that flourishes your positive community. And the moment you start addressing hate and negativity, which I have to do now, which I absolutely despise, that's when there's even more negativity and more hate and more drama.
Now at this point, he starts talking about positivity, and it's it's a good message to give to his audience. But it's hard to believe after his 16-minute rant where he called me a douchebag, a scumbag, and lied to his viewers about how much money I would have made off that video.
Just know, in that video, he probably made, let's say, $5,000. And he's going on about donating $2, and then $4, and then $2. And I appreciate that. Don't get it twisted. Go make another video and try to get another $5,000, $10,000, and go on about this $2 donation and this $3. Like, oh my God. This guy's attitude is, like, what a D-bag, bro. Like, what a scumbag, bro. He's just making it seem like I scam my viewers because, of course I'm gonna block him because he's a douchebag. Like, what an idiot.
It seems like...
Og alt den taler om det der klip går helt imod den der apology-video eller response-video. Altså, han sagde, at grunden til at han blokkede ham i den der response-video, det var, at han ikke ville have doneret flere penge. Men der synes han, at grunden til, at han blokkede ham, var på grund af, at han var irriterende. Og jeg synes ikke, han Nick Furdy burde kalde ham en douchebag i forhold til at være dårlig. Fordi at nu kan man jo se, at han bare har løjet på alt det, han siger i den der apology-video, går imod det, han siger i den der video. Og han lavede også bare som en douchebag med det der med lille bitte $2, som for nogen af $2 rigtig mange penge.
He is trying to brush off that stream and pretend it didn't happen. He even went out of his way to delete the VOD. At the end of the day, you said you would do it and you didn't live up to your promise. If you didn't want to do it, you should have just stated that in the moment rather than telling me to tell you what challenge I want you to say.
Like, I'm out of ideas, bro. And I could sound like a broken record and say one chest challenge, one chest challenge, one chest challenge. But like at the end of the day, how many videos are people going to watch where Nick K30 gives me a challenge and it's the one chest challenge? Like, how boring would that be? So I try to be a little more reserved so people can't just use my name and say Nick K30 gave me a challenge and it's the same thing over and over again. When you see a Nick K30 video, I want it to be special. I want it to be unique. And that's the same way I treat my content on my channel. So my overall mindset on this kind of stuff, it never changes. Like, you got to put in the work. You got to...
I do understand what you're saying here, but the fact is you said you would do it, leading to me donating more. Also, I don't have a problem with creators reusing content ideas, but you seem to, despite the fact you copy the same format every other big content creator does. For example, on your channel one day, you posted 5 videos and 4 out of 5 of them were you going undercover. You reused the same ideas all the time. So I do not agree with this point. I think you're just struggling to take accountability and say you messed up. Even if you didn't like the idea I gave you, you could have said that rather than telling me you would say it.
So if you have a challenge, you let me know. I will gladly say it so you can use it for your video if that's what you'd like. I want to show you guys the stats of the stream real quick because I think a lot of people often forget when I'm streaming, I have to be focusing on the game, the chat, the donations, the alerts, the subs, every single thing on all 4 platforms that I'm streaming on. So let me show you guys the stats. This is my main YouTube channel. I had 5,000 average viewers, 14,000 chat messages. On YouTube Shorts, there was an average of 1,700 people watching at one given time. And the same goes for Twitch. And on TikTok, let's say around 3,000 average concurrent viewers. My point being, whether it's a chat message or donation, I might miss it sometimes. People know this, and at the end of the stream, typically I go through my full list and get caught up on it.
Here.
Og det er en ret i, men det er bare ikke sådan i alle streams. Det er kun i nogle af dem, der er sådan. Fordi at som om der Arjen siger, en af de stream, hvor han sagde det, der var der 14.000 beskeder på hele streamen, og streamen var sådan 6 timer. Og det lyder så meget, men det er ikke særlig meget, på grund af det betyder bare, at chatten nærmest står helt stille.
He actually just proves me right. This was a quiet stream for Nick. He usually gets around 16,000 viewers a stream on YouTube alone. Whereas on this stream, he was averaging 5,000. So for him, this was a lot more quiet than normal. You also had 14,000 chat messages in the span of 5.5 hours. That's a lot, but on a stream, it's really not that crazy of an amount. Here's how fast your chat was actually moving. For example, here's a 3.5 hour stream I did where I was averaging 100 viewers and I got 10,000 chat messages. I would say I managed to read most of them. I'm not saying Nick has to read all of his chat messages or read any of them at all. But the point I'm trying to make is that this was an extremely quiet, chilled out stream compared to his normal streams. Also, I donated all of my messages. None of them were put in the chat. Future Arch here again. Nick also throws up these big numbers to manipulate the audience into thinking he has a lot going on and a lot to read. But that's just not the case. I did a little bit of research and no matter where you find Nick's streams, they're all on members only mode. You may think the chat will still move fast, but that's just completely wrong. Here's a YouTube short stream I looked at and in the span of an hour, there was no chat messages and 4 donations.
Det var det for den her video, men jeg laver nok en ny en på grund af den der video, ham der Arch lavede var 26 minutter, og det jeg talte om, det var 7 minutter langt, så jeg laver nok en ny en, og ja, den her video er nok ikke sådan lige så god som den anden, men please like og subscribe, på grund af at jeg prøver at ramme 50 abonnenter før min fødselsdag til maj. Så derfor så synes jeg, I burde like og subscribe.